Ivan Gazidis leaves Arsenal. What departure of chief executive means for the Gunners going forward. Arsenal have been forced into another reshuffle after Ivan Gazidis confirmed he is leaving the club for AC Milan. The Gunners have restructured things behind the scenes in the past year and also brought in Unai Emery as Arsene Wenger left the club after 22 years at the helm. Gazidis will leave the Emirates at the end of October, and the club have confirmed Raul Sanllehi and Vinai have taken up new roles to fill the void. Here is what Gazidis' departure as chief executive will mean for the club going forward, with key questions answered on the latest goings-on. Wenger no doubt leaves the list of names who have moved on. The Frenchman served as manager for almost 22 years, delivering 3 Premier League titles and a record 7 FA Cups. Wenger was never keen on working as part of a management structure, something Gazidis wanted to implement, and his exit at the end of last season paved the way for the club to continue their plans. A host of backroom staff left with Wenger, with the likes of Buro Primorac, Colin Lewin and Neil Banfield let go. Alisher Usman have never held a seat of the Arsenal board, but the businessman was criticized by some supporters who were against majority shareholder Stan Kroenke's running of the club until he agreed to sell his stake to the American. Yes. Despite overseeing many of the changes in structure at Arsenal, Gazidis will leave on October 31 and take on a similar role at Serie side AC Milan. The 54-year-old explained in a message to Arsenal fans why he believes it is the right time to leave, even if he has been leading the overhaul. Given this platform, I know many will think this is a strange time to be leaving, but I believe it is the right time for me and for the club, he said. Change and succession is not only inevitable for a club like Arsenal, it is necessary if it is continually to keep moving forward. The short answer is no one. Arsenal will not appoint a like-for-like replacement, but instead split Gazidis' duties over 2 different positions. Raul Sanllehi, currently head of football relations, is to become head of football, while chief commercial officer Vinai will take over the role of managing director. Venkatesham has held several positions at Arsenal during his 8.5 years at the club, while Sanllehi, formerly of Barcelona, was brought in as part of Gazidis' battle to wrestle autonomy away from Wenger. Former Sevilla and Paris Saint-Germain boss Emery was ultimately the man chosen to replace Wenger in the dugout. Gazidis spoke at Emery's unveiling of the lengthy interview process he led alongside 2 other key players he had brought into the club. Wenger always stated he would never work under a director of football, but Sanllehi's appointment last November was to take on that role in all but name. Having formerly been the director of football at the camp, his position was repackaged as head of football relations. Sven Mislintat was also recruited by Gazidis as head of recruitment, another position to take a portion of power away from Wenger. Formerly of Borussia Dortmund, Mislintat played a crucial role in the players signed in the summer. Huss Fahmy also joined from Team Sky to work as contract negotiator. Not quite. Last month Kroenke launched his bid to take complete control of the club through his company Kroenke Sports and Entertainment. Already the majority shareholder, once Usman have decided to cash in his stake, Kroenke passed the 90% ownership of a company that triggers his ability to buy the remaining shares at will. The news was met with disdain from the club's remaining shareholders, many of whom are fans, with the Arsenal Supporters Trust labeling Kroenke's acquisition of Usmanov's stake as a dreadful day for the club. It remains to be seen what impact Kroenke taking over will have, both on and off the pitch, but there is still more to come before things settle down on the red side of North London.